And look at us. We made it. TGIF, people. Hope you're having an awesome morning so far. And if you're not, we're here to help.
I even wore a bright shirt just to perk things up. I was feeling gloomy.
You know what? Apparently, bright colored clothing really does help the January blues.
There you go.
I watched a video about that last night.
No January blues, January raspberries. Oh, Carol Channing. Raspberries. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on her.
Yeah, apparently. So, you had a busy night last night.
Well, after work, I went and I got ready and I did a show as Gina for the Alzheimer's Society because they had a little conference in town. They had some out-of-towners, so Gina gave them a little back history on Susanne Marie. About Susanne Marie. And then I went right to rehearsal for Shrek, and we learned a song, Things Are Looking Up Here in Duloc. Yeah, it's fun. It's a hard song. That was a hard. I have somebody working today here in the background who was in the show, and he can testify to the fact that was a hard song, wasn't it, Owen?
It was.
Yeah.
I could sing it just like that.
You could learn it just like that, Lolo.
I could just not sing it well, just like that.
Hey,
Ho!
it's National Thesaurus Day.
The Thesaurus Day.
You know why? Because it's the birthday of, what's his name? Roger. Remember Roger Thesaurus?
No.
The book, Roger's Thesaurus.
Oh, yes.
Come on, when you were...
Yes.
Roger's Thesaurus. So, his name was what? Peter Roger was born today in 1779.
Sounds like a good French name to me.
And he's the one who put that book together of synonyms and antonyms. What kind of a boring life must you have that you just decide to write a book?
Or what kind of a glorious life that you can take a word and think about 10 or 15 others that kind of sort of mean the same thing, right? Your mind has to be like, boom!
Yeah, but you know
just
what?
Like that.
Do you know what I tried to do, though? I tried to look up another word for thesaurus. There's no synonym for thesaurus. Well, you could say it's Happy Comprehensive Reference Book Day. Happy Dictionary of Synonym Antonyms Day. It's not the same as thesaurus.
Thesaurus is awesome. Yeah. I like that word, thesaurus.
Thesaurus. And it's also Winnie the Pooh Day.
Yay! He's my favorite.
A. Milne's birthday, 1882. His real name was Alan Alexander Milne.
Oh, Pooh.
Do you know the connection between Canada and Winnie the Pooh?
I do. Winnie is because of Winnipeg.
Yes.
Because the soldier brought the bear to Winnipeg.
Well, actually, his name was Harry Colburn. He was from England, moved to Toronto, then moved to Winnipeg.
Yes.
Then there was a hunter, trapper, who found this orphan cub up at Warm Right River.
Right.
And the trapper kept the cub, and it was really tame and stuff. This was common, actually. A lot of bears were pets to trappers and stuff. Then
I guess because the moms got trapped.
Right. So anyway, Harry ended up selling the cub to that soldier. The trapper sold the cub to Harry. Oh. So Harry took the cub with him.
Now, see, I thought the soldier was overseas fighting the war and brought the bear with him. Oh, he brought the bear across that way.
He brought the bear from Canada back to England. Imagine that.
Poor bear.
The bear would actually sleep under his cot and stuff. It was so tame, this bear. And he called the bear Winnie because he was from Winnipeg. He spent a lot of time in Winnipeg. So anyway, it goes back to England, and in 1914, he finds out he's going to France. He's being stationed in France. He's like, I can't take the bear to France. So he makes arrangements with the London Zoo to take care of Winnie. Oh, by the way, so Winnie's now in the zoo, and Winnie's so tame that you could go to his little cage and you could knock on Winnie's door. Winnie was a girl.
Yes.
You knock on her door, she would open the door and come out and visit zoo guests. That's, I guess, why he lives in the zoo.
Did she sign autographs?
I don't think so. But anyway, so that's where A.A. Milne and his son, Christopher Robin Milne, would go to the London Zoo, and they fell in love with Winnie, and then Christopher Robin had a pet a pet swan named Pooh, and so for some reason he ended up calling the bear Winnie the Pooh. And that's how...
What a lovely story.
Winnie died at the age of...
Winnie.
Winnie died at the age of 20 in the London Zoo on May 12, 1934. But so there you go, Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
White River.
You have got to not be in a bad mood after you watch Winnie the Pooh.
You ever gone to White River?
How could you? These people are just concerned about honey.
Have you?
Honey and friendship and love. That's all they care about. Right? So you got to watch them when you're cranky, and then after you're just like, Winnie.
Have you been to White River?
No.
I have.
Have you?
They have a festival.
I knew that, yes.
They also have a park.
Ah.
It's called Poo Park.
That's what our park should be called. Goose Poop Park.
Goose Poo Park.
Anyway, Michelle Obama is slashing it.
She just had a birthday.
Ooh, 55 yesterday.
Okay, and what happened?
She is breaking all kinds of records. She just broke the record for sales. She beat 50 Shades of Grey.
For her book?
Yes. And her book is called Becoming, and she's #1 most sold on Amazon across all formats for 47 consecutive days, she said simply
I
and
bet
easily.
that really ticks off
Right?
a lot of Republicans
I bet it does.
and a lot of racist white nationalists.
Yes, I bet it does. And you know what? She's so Michelle. She's so, like, I feel like I could, have a glass of wine with her.
Don't tell Oprah, but I think I like Michelle better than Oprah.
Me too. Sorry.
Now we're never going to get invited to Oprah's.
I've already been.
Shut up.
I have.
I saw her yacht. Well, it wasn't really
I
her
saw
yacht.
her.
Where? You mean you went to her show?
I went to her show.
You never told me
I
that.
did. Went to her
In
show.
Chicago?
Yes. And Ayanla Van Zant?
I have no idea what you just said.
She's a self-help
Ayanla
guru,
Van Zant.
and she's written several books. And she taped...
Does she empty out junk drawers?
No. There's only a special person to do that.
Okay, so anyway, this
So Ayanla, Ms. Van Zant, they taped 5 shows consecutively. So I got to, and in the old days when Oprah came in during that one season,
when she
would
walked
open,
through the thing.
and I was like sitting on the top back row, and I looked over, and she was just standing there waiting to come out, and I was
'cause you're
just
back
like,
there.
I was squeezing the life out of Jim's hand.
Jim was with you?
Yes. I said, she's right there. Don't look at her. Don't look at her. I was
She's like Medusa.
excited. She is, wow.
Really?
Yeah, I want to come back as Oprah and her money.
Oh, wouldn't
Or
that
as
be
Oprah's
nice?
money.
She rented, when I was on St. Martin, she rented a yacht, but not like a yacht, like
like
a ship.
Like a village.
It had a helicopter on it because she was on vacation, but she, I guess, had to fly back once in a while for things. So the ship that she rented had a helipad and a helicopter. It came with a helicopter.
She's Oprah.
She's
She can do
Oprah.
whatever she wants. There is such a thing as the Oprah effect.
Today in history, 1996, Lisa Marie Presley filed for divorce from Michael Jackson, and we thought it would last forever.
Was that a minute and a half? How long did it
What
go?
the heck was that about?
Lisa.
Michael.
My word.
What were they thinking?
I
Publicity.
would like to have a glass of wine with her too and ask her questions. So is he really?
Can you imagine? We were talking yesterday about Paris.
Yes.
I think that I would be interested for Paris. What's her last name? Jackson? Is that what she goes by?
Yes.
To have a little DNA test. I don't think there's anything.
You're so like.
I don't
stir
think
the
there's
pot.
anything in there that belongs to him. That's what I say. I think she was
Really?
all.
Do you think the boys? Do you think the same?
Maybe
with
so.
The boys.
Not sure. I don't know. Maybe blanket.
Blanket. Or pillow. I forget. Or Paris.
Slip cover.
Paris or Espanola. King.
What?
Prince or king.
Luann.
Yes.
John Mayer. Have you seen him in G? Do you like John Mayer? His music?
No.
Really, eh? What, too, like, lay back? What?
He's too. I guess I've read too much about him.
Why?
Why
What-
he's not when he's not singing? He's a bit of a dog.
Is he?
He is.
Like, you mean he like
Yeah,
a...
he's a womanizer.
He is?
He is.
He's modeling in GQ right now.
So what?
He's not...
He's no George Clooney.
Take a look at him. What do you think? Okay.
He looks like an old Justin.
Okay, look
Bieber
at those
right there.
pants. It looks like he's got his pants on backwards. Okay, try another one, Michael. There's one with the... Why is he
Like
standing like
what?
that?
What?
He
Now
said.
he's got dad pants
He
on.
said that this is the year of coziness. Does he look cozy?
No.
He looks like somebody starched his shirt and pulled his suspenders too tight.
It looks like something is bothering him.
But, well, it is. It's his crotch. That thing is cutting him right in two.
Well, like seriously, look at how high that waist
I'm
is.
telling you, the boys are separated today. Go on to the next one. Okay, but apparently he's layering.
Apparently.
It's kind of an interesting look. Go on, Michael.
like
What's the
that
next
either.
one? This is what I don't understand.
You know what?
It looks
He's
like
an
he's...
old Justin Bieber. That's
Look
what he
at those
is.
pants. It looks like he's wearing overalls on backwards. Those are back pockets on his front legs, aren't they?
What's the point of that?
I don't know, but
you know what?
that doesn't look cozy to me. That just
No.
does. Oh, okay. Someone should have
Boy,
told him.
that looks natural.
Someone. That's like a Sears catalog. What time is it?
It's like
And there we
pointing to
go.
a bird.
Now that's kind of a cool
That's
look.
nice. I like
You like
that.
that? Could
Yeah,
would
I
Jim
do.
wear that?
No.
No. I couldn't put. Would Jim wear that?
No.
I don't like the implication of wearing socks and sandals. Socks and Birkenstocks. What do you think about that?
Hideous.
You just
If you're going to wear sandals, it's because you want your toes to be free.
see.
You want to be able to wiggle your toes.
My
Why
sister,
do you have socks
my
on?
sister
Put your
wears
shoes
work
on.
socks and Birkenstocks.
I don't
work
understand
socks and
it.
Birkenstocks.
I don't. It looks hideous.
Well, apparently this is a year
Stop
of
it.
comfort. We'll be back.
Comfort,
Okay,
yeah.
stay
It's
with us. Hey,
cozy.
we have music on the show today, and it's Fur and Feathers Friday, and we're also talking about heritage designations and some new bylaws and stuff in Sault Ste. Marie.
Awesome.
Interesting. Stay with us. There's lots more coming up, plus the news with Luann on Mornings with Luann and Tim. It's Friday morning. It's not really Friday morning.
It's not Friday morning.
Shush,
yet,
it's Wednesday afternoon, but they don't have to know that. It's Friday morning, and this evening, is it tonight you're playing at the Johnny's Chop House?
Tonight at Johnny's Chop House,
And
I'm
then-
gonna do the acoustic set, so
Yeah.
pretty scaled down.
Yeah.
But
And then tomorrow,
Should be good. And then-
Rockstar Bar.
and then tomorrow I'm at the Rockstar Bar.
So Friday, okay, let's talk about, first of all, let's talk about his name is Paul DellaVedova. Let's start there.
Paul DellaVedova.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Great.
Thanks for coming on the show again. You've been here before.
Yeah, I know.
I like when you come on the show because you sing like this. You sing in a style that I could never ever pull off. What do you call it? What do you call what you do?
rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Rhythm and blues.
I would definitely say there's a lot of,
Yeah.
there's a real bluesy feel to what you
There's
do
a
too.
bluesy
I love
influence
it.
in what I'm doing for sure.
Let's talk a little bit about your background because I don't
Okay.
think I've ever really talked to you about that.
Okay.
When did music start for you in your life? When did it?
Really young. My mother was a musician. My father was a musician. And
Like what? Like how kind of musician? Like,
Well, I mean, they just played in the home. But
Yeah.
my father was actually played for the Navy band.
Right on.
So he was,
Okay.
he was a trumpeter for the Navy band. And I just kind of picked it up through listening
wait, do you play any brass at all?
No brass. No, I really like the guitar. As soon as I heard the blue note, I guess you'd call it. As soon as I heard that, I was hooked.
Give me an
They
example.
grabbed me, like
Give me
know,
an example
it
of
just-
what-
they'll bend it. Something like that, and
dirty.
yeah, it is kind of it's edgy, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I mean, but they grew up that way. So they grew up edgy. They
Yeah.
nothing worse. I mean, they weren't the most savory characters. You know what I mean?
Those blues musicians?
Right? They would cut you wide open
Yeah.
if you got in their way. But they're some of them are just like I put them up there with Bach.
Like who? Could you name some of the people that influenced you musically? Over the
Howlin'
years?
Wolf, Muddy Waters, Eric Clapton,
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Right
you know,
on.
all of those,
So are you
musicians
self-taught, or
or-
did you ever take classes, or what did you do for your music?
Predominantly, I'm self-taught. What you see is I've learned on my own, but
Yeah.
but I started taking music classes later, and I'm enjoying it now still.
Oh, where did you go to high school?
The Dun.
Did you take music there at all?
No.
No, okay.
No.
Did they even have music like that?
I think
Yeah, they did because I remember when they emptied it out, there were still some old instruments in there,
Yeah.
and we saw it destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, what did you leave the Sioux and do music elsewhere?
I went to Toronto for a while,
Yeah.
and when I was young, a lot younger, and I'm back now, and I enjoy it here. I mean, if I want to play a show, I can drive 5 minutes
Yeah.
to get to the gig,
Yeah.
and it's pretty easy that way. So there is a thriving music scene in Sault Ste. Marie.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Who's
And
in your
there's-
band?
My brother Rick plays
Yeah?
the drums.
Okay.
And Mark Williamson is on bass guitar.
So that's what we're going to see at the Rockstar Bar on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a trio, and we do classic rock and roll, rhythm and blues,
Yeah.
and my own songs.
That's a great spot too, the Rockstar.
Yeah, it's a great stage, and it's the best sounding room in town. So
You find that, eh?
absolutely.
Right on. And then now tonight, well, Friday night, Johnny's Chop House. I haven't been yet. Have you eaten there yet?
I haven't eaten there yet.
I gotta
but
go.
I'm gonna be there Friday night. So
Okay, well there's a good reason for me to go and try out the food.
come on down. Yeah.
Yeah, I just love the name of it, Johnny's Chop House. It
Yeah.
just sounds like because I like to eat meat.
Absolutely.
Pork and beef, and that's my thing.
Yeah,
you know.
I hear you.
I bet they have really good
Good
steaks there
steak,
too.
I'm sure that's what.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, totally.
Now, what is this business? I'm looking at this guitar.
Oh,
What kind
this
of a
is
guitar
an
is this?
EQ.
It's pretty cool.
It's
I don't
a
know if we can-
Takamine classical
I think
guitar.
maybe Dan's gonna get a shot of that guitar if you want to sort of show that camera what I'm looking at here. It's this part of it that what is that? It's got like built-in stuff.
It's an equalizer preamp, and what you do is you can plug it in. If I want to play a gig, I can plug it into this end here.
Yeah.
And then I can EQ it right from my guitar.
Right from the source.
Right. So if I want a little more bass, I can add the bass or the mid or the treble.
That's pretty cool.
And then I have my own volume control right there. So,
Okay.
So if I'm playing with somebody and I want a little louder boost because I'm going to take a solo,
drown them out,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's all about me right now. And,
You're gonna honor us with a tune.
yeah, this is what I wrote.
You wrote this one?
Yeah, I wrote this song a long time ago, and it's called "Gun in a Bottle."
Gun in a bottle.
Yeah,
I
I had help writing it with a good buddy of mine, Joel Pollock.
We do not advocate for the combination of alcohol and firearms. This is just a song, and he doesn't really walk around with a beer and a gun. I hope, Paul. So tonight at the Johnny's Chop House, tomorrow at the Rockstar Bar with the
Rockstar
Paul
Bar.
DellaVedova Trio.
Yeah.
And this is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul DellaVedova. Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here. Okay, enjoy.
All right. I'm walking down the street with my gun and a bottle of beer. I'm going to my old lady's, gonna make something clear. And what I've got to say, the whole town's gonna hear. Your lying and a cheating has got me feeling ill. And what people are saying makes me wanna kill. I've been paying the rent and someone else been paying the bills. Gonna ease in slow and try not to make a sound. Before they even know it, I'll get off 100 rounds. We're going straight to hell, no one here is heaven bound. Yeah, we're going straight to hell, no one here is heaven bound. I'm walking down the street with my gun and a bottle of beer. I'm gonna my old lady's, gonna make something clear. And what I got to say, the whole town's gonna hear. What I got to say, the whole town's gonna hear. What I got to say, the whole town's gonna hear.
How long ago did you write that song?
Oh, you put me on the spot.
Was it years?
It's been a while. It's an oldie.
So obviously Paul never took action.
It's on my first album. It's on my first
albums. Let's talk albums.
I do have an album out, the Paul DellaVedova Born with the Blues album.
Okay.
And that'll be for sale at both Johnny's Chop House
and the Rockstar
Bar.
Okay, I'm just glad you never actually killed anybody, because that would be a terrible...
Well, I wrote the song. It made me feel better.
See, that's the thing.
Right?
It's like journaling.
Yeah, I posted a meme.
Nobody wants to date you now. Nobody wants to date you.
I posted another meme on Facebook, and it said it had a psychologist, and it said psychologist on there, and the parents were sitting on the couch, and the boy was sitting on the floor playing the harmonica, and they said, "So how long has he had the blues?"
Oh.
I thought that one was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a
Okay,
good one, so.
Paul, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah,
Man,
awesome.
you can sing.
Thank you so much.
But if you sang about shooting your girlfriend while I was having a chop or a dessert, I don't know, save that one for the East Gate.
Well, yeah, they tore that place down.
I meant the Rockstar Bar.
I used to play there too.
The Rockstar Bar's not at the East Gate. It's at the
Algonquin, the Mighty Quinn.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim again. Our thanks to Paul DellaVedova. Check him out live at the Rockstar Bar at the Algonquin, or tonight at Johnny's Chop House. We'll be back with Lou Ann after this.
Way to go. That was awesome.
That was my favorite note.
That was such a good start to this banter. Wow, that's so creative. Man, you must have worked on that for a long time.
We sit here before we go live, and we always say, "Are you going to go first, or am I going to go first?" And then you said, "I'm going to go first," didn't you?
Yes.
And so then a long time went by, and we sat here doing other stuff. Then the camera came on, and I forgot who was going to go first, so I was going to go first. And then I realized, I went, that you were going to go first, so go.
No, you're going first.
Am I? Welcome back to Mornings with Lou. Welcome back. We're so organized.
Some of us are.
What did you want to say? Anything?
You know what? Gladys Knight is going to sing at the
I think she's one of the masked
anthem.
singers. I told you that already.
Pardon?
I think Gladys Knight is one of the masked singers.
Yes.
I think she's the Raven.
You know what, though? A little of this happening.
Did she?
I think.
She had some work done,
Oh, my. I mean, she's gorgeous.
Is she
but
bringing
her
the pips
cheeks
with
now,
her?
cheeks are like up here.
Oh, she did that whole,
I think so.
Joan Rivers, Bette Midler, Dolly Parton thing.
You know, I don't get it. Yeah, right?
She doesn't look pulled there.
No, not there.
No, she looks good there.
Nah, she is. She's
Gladys
stunning.
Knight.
And you know what? Slimmer than she's ever been. She's looking forward to singing the national anthem, she says, because she's hoping in this divisive time that people will actually listen to the words of the anthem and remember what America is really all about.
War.
And money.
Well, that's what the America's all about, war. That's what the whole anthem's about, war. Isn't it?
It's about coming back from war and surviving
coming back from war.
And being victorious, and we're awesome
by the
people.
probably, yeah, and the flag. And the flag! Oh, it's about the flag.
Apparently it's about the flag as
The
well.
Star Spangled Banner. Yeah, wait, because the flag survived the war.
That's right. Good.
My mother didn't have no dumb babies.
Prince Philip, God bless him. 97 years old, still likes to drive.
Okay, everybody's 97. Betty White's 97.
Right.
Carol Channing died at 97. Prince Philip's 97. It's a very popular age to be. Well, unless you're Carol Channing.
Gives us something.
Because she died at 97.
Yes, we got that.
What about him?
He likes to drive still, so he took his vehicle out for a little tour yesterday and
happened?
rolled the sucker.
Oh, he rolled it?
He rolled it, collided with another vehicle, rolled it. He's 97.
Well, who let him out of the castle?
Well, and then you know what? As witnesses were approaching the car, they could hear him saying, "I'm not dead yet."
No, is that
That
you
part's
made
not
that
true.
up.
I did. That part. I'm not dead yet.
He should not be driving.
You know what though? They gave him a breathalyzer.
Well, they do well, the Queen, his mother.
That's why she's so happy.
No, the Queen's mother.
And her.
Drank gin.
Yeah.
Elizabeth likes to drink too. That's how they live forever.
So Philip, honey, let somebody else drive you around.
Yeah, you got a freaking chauffeur. You got carriages and horses.
We have news coming up next. Stay with us. Mornings with Luann and Tim.
I think I was supposed to finish.
No, you started.
Oh. Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim, and this is Peter Tanazzo. Peter, it's great to have you here. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
You are the senior planner for the city of Sault
Yes.
Ste. Marie. What does that mean? What do you do?
I plan stuff. So what we're embarked on right now is a pretty big project for us, and it's normally for most planners, it's one of the biggest projects that they'll do in their career. It's Shape the Sault. It's a new official plan project.
Oh, Shape the Sault. You're having, I read about this. You're having all these meetings coming up, open houses and stuff.
Yes, so
Tell me about Shape the Sault.
So Shape the Sault is the new official plan project. It's a statutory document, the official plan, and it really is
statutory document. What's
it's the land use blueprint for the community over the next 10 years. So it dictates what develops where, how we use certain land uses, how we use parks, for example, and looking at some maybe non-traditional uses for parks.
Like what?
Things like what we've seen, community gardens, RC tracks. Rather than just chasing a ball around, we're potentially looking at some other...
Doing like installations and stuff.
Yes.
And making, okay.
Yep.
Oh, look, what's that picture over there? Shape the Sault. That's you guys.
Yes.
Like, for instance, some of those cities have those like outdoor exercise stuff
Yes.
in their parks. That kind of stuff?
That kind of thing. And we've seen some new installations over the last 5 to 10 years. For example, Clerk Park has the exercise equipment over beside the art gallery.
Right.
So that would be an example of sort of new uses in parks.
Hey, there's a term I've heard called built environment. Is that sort of your along the planning lines too? Where
That is what we do.
you
Yes.
actually design the environment to make a city healthier.
Absolutely. So architects tend to look at, and not to say architects tend to look at the building and the site. Planners, we look at the building, the site, the surrounding area, the whole community, and how it links together and how it works.
Okay, so you have to work with all the parks people then. Because your job isn't like just one area like parks and or tourism or culture or whatever. You're the whole shebang. Or you bring it all together.
We're in many respects, a planner is a jack of all trades.
Okay.
So we have our fingers in all the various aspects of community life, and we deal with a lot of different stakeholders, a lot of different community groups, council committees.
The picture behind us is Clerk Park in the evening. It's beautiful. I was saying I skated right by there.
Yes.
So how many parks do we have in the city that where we are fortunate enough to have?
We've got 70 city-owned parks that total just under about 800 acres. The largest park would be Strathclair Park, and then the smallest park, I believe, is Upton Park.
Is that
and
pretty
everything
remarkable
in
to have 800 acres of parkland in a city of this size? Is that unusual, or is that, are we just...
I'm not sure how
Okay.
we compare. I think we're pretty good when it comes to the overall park space picture.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so Shape the Sault. What are you're having these meetings, open houses?
Yes.
Tell me about that then.
So we've been at this for about a year now. Education and outreach is a big part of what we're doing. So far we've participated in about 40 events, had over 2,000 conversations with people. The program
When you
has
say people, you're talking about like shareholders and also just...
individual conversations
Okay.
with stakeholders, committee members,
just
the
even
general public.
The general public too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's 14 focus areas. The focus area that we're working on right now is the arts, culture, recreation piece. And that's a really big focus area, and really what it is about is what do you do in the Sault? And sort of those quality of life attributes that we're really looking to build upon here locally.
And Peter, one of the aspects of diversifying the city, because we don't want to be a one-horse town. We know that we keep talking about that and talking about that, but it feels like this time it's different. It feels like we're really investing in these in a variety of how would you say it, to breathe more life into the city at different levels, right?
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think there's a real focus now on these quality of life attributes. So really the arts, the culture, and the recreation scenes in Sault Ste. Marie, and trying to build upon those.
People like you who left Sault Ste. Marie and came back, people like me, same thing. There's something about this city that brings us back.
Absolutely.
And then I think more and more people are realizing about quality of life. And I think also because we're getting away from, now because of computers and being able to do stuff online, there's so many businesses now don't need to be in, you don't have to be in a large center to have a career.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so because of that, people are searching out places like Sault Ste. Marie. And so you want to make it more enticing to them.
Yeah, it's a very mobile workforce, and we're competing with everywhere for those workers now. So we have to set ourselves apart, and we have to make sure that we've got those quality of life attributes that we know that young professionals and young folks are looking for.
Is 10 years generally the length of time that most cities plan ahead for, or is it 5? Is there a standard block of time?
It's 20. There's a 20-year time frame that you plan for, and a 10-year time frame. So you're always looking for the next 10 years, but then you also have your eye to the next 20 years as well. So 10 and 20 is sort of the rule of thumb.
We also have a lot of citizens in Sault Ste. Marie. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, from age 45 and up is about 50% of our population, I think, something like that. So these people obviously want to have a say in their city. They've been here for years. They care about the city. How can they get involved? Through these meetings? Through the open houses?
So we have a variety of ways to get involved. We have a website, shapethesioux.ca, that has all the information on it. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then we also have public open houses. So again, with the arts, culture, recreation focus area, we've got three open houses coming up in the next 2 weeks. This Tuesday, January 22nd, 4 to 7 p.m. at the Art Gallery. We will be there to talk about arts, culture, and recreation here in Sault Ste. Marie. And then the following week, we will be in the Monterey Gardens neighborhood on Tuesday, January 29th, 4 to 7 p.m. FH Clerk to talk about that neighborhood and
so
the
you're at
heritage
FH Clerk
attributes.
School?
FH Clerk School.
So the Monterey Gardens, for those of you who don't know, that's what I always refer to as the wartime housing.
Absolutely. Victory Homes.
Victory Homes.
Yep.
And that is what you would say is one of the neighborhoods in Sault Ste. Marie that is going to be recognized, right? Or should be recognized?
I think it should be recognized. It's one of the best intact examples of a Victory Home neighborhood in Ontario.
In the whole province. It's one of the,
And, fairly small, very well-built homes on large lots. Really unique neighborhood for the Soo.
Other unique neighborhoods, we have the slum, which we call Simpson, Leo, Upton, McGregor. Obviously, a lot of heritage homes there. Those homes have a lot of prestige. What about some of the neighborhoods that maybe don't have the homes that have that sort of, the rich people lived there back in the the turn of the century?
Every neighborhood has character.
Right.
And we want to hear the stories of these neighborhoods. We all grew up in a neighborhood, therefore we all have an affinity to a certain neighborhood.
Right. And so you can share those stories with you. And this is what you're looking for. You're looking for these stories. And so if I can apply to get, can I come to you and say, I live in a home that I think should be considered for heritage
Absolutely. Our contact information is available online, and we want to hear these stories. We have some stories that we're happy to share with folks as well, but really what we're doing at this point is crowdsourcing for these stories.
And you're even looking at stuff like whether or not mature trees, should there be a consultation before you can take down a mature tree in a neighborhood, talk to the neighbors, find out about the history of the neighborhood before you can go and do that. I think that's a great thing too. But that's up for discussion, right?
And through the consultation process, one of the recurring themes we've heard is that we've got a lot of great heritage trees, especially in some of these heritage neighborhoods. And those trees really contribute to, if not create the character of these areas, so that we should look at some form of protection for some of these older heritage trees, such as a bur oak population that is sort of in the slum area. There's an American chestnut there that's kind of a rare tree as well that's on Lower Simpson. So we really want to try to look at protecting some of these trees.
You have a very cool job.
Thank you.
And you know what? You seem to really have a passion for it. And that's a great thing.
I do. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure meeting you. I hope you'll come back again and update us on what's going on with Shape the Sioux.
Absolutely.
And once again, you can get involved. Just give us one more rundown on those dates, Peter, if you don't mind, the open houses.
Okay, so this Tuesday, January 22nd, 4 to 7 p.m. at the Art Gallery. Next Tuesday, January 29th, 4 to 7 p.m. at FH Clerg, and then Wednesday, January 30th, 4 to 7 p.m. at the Old Mount St. Joseph High School to talk about Monterey Gardens.
And all of that's available online. All that information is available online.
Yes.
We'll be back with the Humane Society because it's Fur and Feathers Friday. We're going to have pets in here now, Peter.
Fun.
I know it is. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this next segment on Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim. Okay, hi. This is Pugsley.
Yes.
Right now he's very quiet and just panting. He has a very interesting condition.
Yes, he has a somewhat flattened trachea.
Flattened trachea, which is your breathing
in your
tube.
throat, yeah.
Right. A lot of small dogs, like my dog Tippy, she's a little terrier, poodle cross. Sometimes she does that thing where you hear,
It's like they call it like an inside sneeze, like a...
yeah, it's like when they breathe in, it flattens out and it kind of constricts a little bit.
Vibrates.
Yeah, so he may do it during the course of the interview. And what's his nickname?
Piggy.
Piggy, because when he makes the sound, when his trachea gets excited, when he gets excited and he breathes in hard, he literally sounds like a pig, and it's loud.
It is.
I wouldn't want this dog in an apartment.
No, especially if he gets excited, because it does. It sounds like you have a pig.
But he is beautiful.
He's got a wonderful disposition.
Great
too.
disposition, beautiful face. When he came in, I thought maybe he's a little bit older because he's stocky and he's got a white face. How old do you guess?
About 7, we figure. Yeah,
he's
just
not that
probably
old.
just 7 too. He's in, aside from needing to lose a little bit of weight.
I love you.
He's in great shape aside from needing to lose a few pounds, but he also has...
Do you think if he lost some weight, he wouldn't snort so much?
Probably not as severely. The only issue with him too is his lungs are a little bit smaller than they should be, so you can't really run him. It would have to be a restrictive diet, and he loves food. So
you really got to be careful because he could
Yeah.
gain too much weight and he can't exercise too much.
yeah, and then it would be harder for him where he can't cool himself down panting.
Oh, right. Adoption fee, has he already got all this stuff done or what?
He does. The only thing, of course, we don't know if he has a rabies shot or not. He came in neutered, so he'd be the reduced adoption fee of $90.
$90 because you don't have to have him fixed because he's already been snipped.
Yep, and we actually had him diagnosed by one of the vets in town, so they had to intubate him, and they did a scope. That's how we confirmed the diagnosis that it
Of
wasn't
the flattened trachea?
Yeah, that it wasn't anything serious. So he's in good health.
So ideally, what about with other animals? Have you seen him interact at all, Laura?
He seems just really happy-go-lucky. And like he doesn't seem to want to chase cats. He doesn't care about other dogs. He'd be a good family pet as long as it's maybe not small kids that would be afraid of him because it sounds like he's growling sometimes if you don't know.
But it's not a growl.
Oh goodness, no.
He's so soft. What kind of breed do you think this dog is? Do you have any ideas?
A lab mix of sorts.
A lab mix.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
look
good
at the good boy. What where have you got a lot of cats still, or is that changing?
It's about half.
Okay.
We around Christmas time, thankfully, our populations went quite down, but we're starting to get into some rounds of kittens and that. So we have a few.
Does it cycle through for you guys?
It absolutely does.
Yeah. What about did the ferret get adopted?
Technically, yes. So it's just waiting to go home, but
So somebody showed an interest?
yes.
That's a good thing. So if somebody wants to adopt Pugsley, otherwise known as Piggy, we go to the Humane Society, which is on Second Line.
Yes.
Your hours of operation?
Monday through Friday, 11 to 5, and on the weekends, noon to 5.
Okay. And you have a website?
Yes, we do.
Do you list your pets on the website, Laura?
We do, and we're really good about keeping them up to date, especially the dogs. Sometimes it's hard with cats because they don't like to get their pictures taken. And as anyone who
Cats
owns a
don't
cat knows,
Cats don't like to have their pictures taken?
they don't stand still.
Well, they're just silly because
But the dogs we keep up to date.
you
really
love
good.
to have your picture. I think there's some French bulldog in him. He just Frenched me. Laura, you know it's always a pleasure to see you.
You as
Thanks
well.
for bringing the animals in here. Pugsley, good luck. I hope you find somewhere to take you in. Maybe somebody would have a pig and then you could be friends and talk to each other. We'll be back to say goodbye this beautiful Friday morning in Sault Ste. Marie on Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim. Look at the hair. Make sure if you adopt this dog, you brush him.
He needs a Furminator.
We'll be right back after this brief message. Thanks again, Laura.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, so that collapsed trachea dog sounds kind of like me when I sleep. Maybe I have a collapsed trachea and that's why I snore like that.
It was so funny because Laura said that's what my husband sounds like.
Really?
Sometimes,
That's
yeah.
a crazy sound.
Scared the out of me when I could hear it, of course, before I saw it. I was like, what on earth?
Did you think she was
Sounds like
bringing
he has croup cough.
Did you think she was bringing a pig in?
Oh! I was scared.
No, but then you met him and you weren't scared anymore.
He's always beautiful.
Listen, hey, we gotta go.
We gotta go have an awesome weekend.
See you Monday.